What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Zachary Reality, and we are going to be chatting all about Bachelor in Paradise Season 9, Episode 3, which aired last night on ABC, but I watched it today on Hulu. Guys, the Thursday nights are not working out for me with Bachelor in Paradise, Golden Bachelor being on Thursdays. Like, I miss Bachelor on Mondays. Does anyone else feel the same way? Let me know in the comments. So if you guys are new here to my channel, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and please hit the subscribe button down below. So let's get back to it. Yeah, Thursdays, it's just not going to cut it. I usually go out on Thursdays. So I haven't watched Golden Bachelor yet, but I plan on watching that at some point today. And if I feel compelled to do a recap, I will. Also, like on Thursdays is House of Villains, which just premiered last night. Love is Blind, the finale was last night, so I need to watch that. The Kardashians I did watch on Wednesday, but it was the most boring episode literally ever. Do not watch it. Save yourself 45 minutes. It is so boring. Nothing happens. And then, yeah, those are the shows on Thursdays. I'm watching Dancing with the Stars on Tuesdays, and I'm excited to watch F-Boy Island next Monday. And I watched The Real Housewives. I watched Salt Lake City Housewives. I watched Orange County, which just ended. I'm watching New York. I'm excited about that reunion. But let's get into Bachelor in Paradise because that is obviously why we are here. So it's just me today to do a recap. So the episode started off with Tanner entering the beach. So Tanner was on Charity's season, made it pretty far. Didn't have too much airtime, but Kat did express in confessionals or maybe like at that fire pit, she did say to someone that she was interested in Tanner and that she was waiting for Tanner. So when Tanner comes down, he pulls a couple girls aside. He pulls Jess aside, who was pulled aside twice tonight. She was also pulled aside by Tyler. So it seems like a lot of guys are interested in Jess. But I think Jess is really into Blake because, or maybe the guys just aren't asking her, but it doesn't seem like she's as open because Kat was obviously open to going on the date because she didn't hesitate when Tanner asked her. I feel like Jess, she maybe would have had to talk to Blake first. Like, there seems to be a lot of conversation around, do you talk to the person that you're dating before you go on another date? And like, I honestly don't know. I feel like it is the right thing to do. I think you can say yes, but I think it would be nice to like talk to them before you leave and then talk to them when you get back. But it seemed like Kat was kind of ignoring Braden. So that's where it was all a little confusing because Braden gave Kat a rose the night before. It was like 24 hours ago. They were kissing and they were kind of buddy all week, the first episode or two. They were just like really into it. So Braden had no reason to think that Kat was venturing elsewhere because they were really attached at the hip. But I feel like Kat has always had her own agenda and her own plans since day one. I feel like Kat came here to date multiple men. I think she wants to go on dates with lots of guys. I think she's trying to find what she wants and what she's looking for. And I think you can look at it as a bad thing or you can look at it as a good thing. She's not afraid to go after what she wants. She wants to date. And if it's not serving her anymore, she's going to move on. So I kind of appreciate how Kat, she knows what she wants, but I think she is really stubborn. And I think that really played out throughout the remainder of the episode. So basically what happened is Kat went on the date with Tanner. They had a great time. They went horseback riding. So Kat comes back from the date after it went so well and she breaks up with Braden. It's very cold. It's very like, I just want to cut this off immediately. I'm just over it. And, is it about Tanner? Is it about, her just finding someone new? Did she already get the rose? Did she play Braden? I kind of think that she played him a little bit. I kind of do. But I also kind of agree with all those other things I just said about her. So she breaks up with Braden and Braden is really upset. He feels blindsided. He kind of tells everybody that he is upset and that he feels played. The girls, who are Jess and Kylie, they're really close friends with Kat, and they tell her, they're like, hey, like, we just want to be real with you. Like, it wasn't the best look. This is how he feels. Like, this is what he's saying. And Kat was really interrupting Jess a lot, which was very frustrating. And she just like didn't want to hear what she didn't want to hear. Kat just like really wants to be right. And she feels the way she feels. And she just doesn't understand why people are upset. Like, she just thinks that it's fair for her. And this is it. And I don't know. It's like, she hurt Braden's feelings. And I think she kind of dragged him along. And it sucks to be rejected. And it sucks how cold she was because they did have a really good time. And that connection meant something to Braden. So it just sucks how quickly she discarded him. I respect her for going after what she wants and going for it, but she should have taken notes out of Mercedes' books. Mercedes, later in the episode, we see Mercedes almost break up with Will because she also, got asked on a date by Tyler Norris, and she kind of liked Tyler more than Will, who gave her the rose the night before. But instead of breaking up with Will, when Mercedes got back from her date, she actually said, like, hey, like, this is how I'm feeling. I want to be honest. Like, let me sleep on it. And that is just like the way to do it. Like, what's the point of breaking up with someone so suddenly? Like, I get you don't want to lead anyone on, but it's just like, wait, isn't that what the rose ceremony is for? The rose ceremony used to be way more fun back in the day in Bachelor in Paradise, because that's when we truly didn't know who anyone was going to pick, because they left it so up in the air. Now, like this season and kind of last season, like people are so quick to break up. They're so quick to be like, I'm over this. I'm not into this anymore. I just want to focus on this person. And it's just like, play the field a little bit. Like, why does it have to be so set in stone? Like, why do we have to define things? Defining things is for the rose ceremony, not during the week. So that was my take on it. So anyway, it looks like Kat is going to be with Tanner now. She expressed how she felt to Brayden about him talking about her, and Brayden, tried to express himself to Kat, and this is where Kat lost me, because she was really dismissive of Brayden, and like Brayden was just like chilling, like he really was just hurt and upset, and his boys comforted him. I love Sean. He's like such a good friend. He's kind of funny. So like, Kat, like, you were in the wrong on this one, and that's how I feel about it. Let's talk about something else. So Tyler Norris also came down to the beach this week. He was on Rachel's season. He got hometowns on Rachel's season, but Rachel broke up with him like in Jersey. I think right before he met the family, she broke up with him like near that carnival. And then he had to go to his family. They were all expecting to see Rachel, but she couldn't meet them because she already made up her mind. So that was the backstory. It was such a heartbreaking breakup. Tyler was definitely in the running to be the Bachelor. It was definitely between like Avon, Tyler, and Zach. Like, those were all Rachel's top three. So Tyler comes down. He immediately wants to talk to Rachel. Rachel is so excited to see him. Like, they have a flirty vibe. Rachel's like, I'm so chill now. And Tyler's like, are you? And it's kind of just like that ex that you just like still kind of like flirt with and hang out with, but it's never gonna go deeper than like that. Like, maybe you'll hook up with them every once in a while. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler and Rachel maybe hooked up once, just once or twice, but I think that they're just friends. So I don't know if Rachel was going for that date card. I think she would have been open to going on the date, because I don't think she's like overly interested in Sean. But Tyler wanted to take a chance on Mercedes, who's lovely. She's great. She's a really good friend. I feel like she is, she's making her ways around paradise, and she's doing it in a very classy way. She kind of dated Aaron for a second. She dated Will. Now she's going on a date with Tyler. They had a really good date. Fireworks happened, quite literally. And my old boss used to always tell me that like fireworks on The Bachelor, like they don't want to waste that on anyone. So that means they're really shipping Tyler and Mercedes. So the date went really well. And then Mercedes came back and she kind of broke up with Will, just said like, we'll see, like a wait and see. So other than that, there's also the storyline of Sam's poop baby that is happening. So Sam, she's dating Aaron, and she has not been able to poop in 9 days. Don't know what's going on. Maybe it's like something in Mexico. Maybe she hasn't been able to eat. Maybe she's just like overwhelmed. Like, don't know why she can't poop, but she literally can't poop. So the medic comes in and says, you have like 11 hours to poop. And, we're going to try and help you poop. So Wells, the bartender, he like tries to scare the poop out of her. Erin, her date, tries to feed her certain foods and coffee, like, doing different stretches. Like, they're really just trying to get her to poop. And she only has 4 hours left now when the episode ended. So we're left on a cliffhanger. I remember seeing like a story that like Katie Thurston posted that she's okay and that like they're laughing at it now. So I do believe that Sam has pooped since. This was filmed 3 months ago, but I'm definitely interested to see what happens with the storyline. And like, I think she's going to get medically evacuated, and I think Erin's probably going to leave with her. And next week in the trailer, we saw John come down, John B, and then another guy who I think is John Henry. So next week there'll be more new guys, because I really don't think there's that many girls coming. And then other than that, the other couples are Aaron and Eliza. And Aaron was like, I don't want you to go on a date with anyone else. And Eliza was like, really? Really? Okay, so they're like solid. Blake and Jess seem solid. And then Avon and Kylie seem pretty solid. Olivia, she is not with anyone. She got a rose from Peter, but was Peter even in this episode? or did Peter go home? I didn't see Peter once in this episode, but Olivia, she likes to stir the pot. She is living for like everything bad happening to Will, to Kat, just like anyone who does wrong. Like Olivia is like the voice of reason, who's just like living for all the tea as she just kind of like sits back and like observes and like watches everything. So I kind of like Olivia a lot. I'm kind of living for her confessionals, and I'm kind of glad that they kept her around. Last week I thought like, you know, she should go home, like her storyline kind of ended, you know, give some of those other girls a chance. But now I understand why the producers wanted to keep her, because she is really good at telling the story and her confessionals are hilarious. So I don't think she's gonna find love, but there's also Rachel and Sean, who I don't know. I don't know who Rachel is gonna go on a date with, but I hope to see her go on a date with someone. And that was pretty much the episode. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. I'm going to watch Golden Bachelor and some of those other shows. And yeah, also check out all my House of Villains coverage. My interviews are out on my channel. So go check that out and check everything out to make sure you guys don't miss any content that I post. So you can hit the subscribe button. You can ring the bell so you're notified whenever I post. And you could follow me on Instagram, Twitter, do all of the things. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.